I've been a bad daddy. Let me tell you why. So this is a Hoover Turbopower U2408, and I bought this cleaner from my friend Richie probably about 5 years ago, something like that, and it has been hanging around literally for years and years. And the reason for that was because it was so horrifically discoloured that I couldn't bring myself to do anything to it. Now, the reason I say I've been a bad daddy is because I know it's really weird, and there's probably some kind of psychological thing here that I potentially need help with. But I do think of all these vacuum cleaners as my children, and I know it's really odd, but I do. I'll never have kids of my own. God no. So they are like the focus of something that I like to care for and look after, and yeah, that's one of the reasons why I do it. So I can have all these machines, and whilst I'm alive, I can look after them, I can restore them, and I can keep them safe. And then when I'm gone, somebody else can have them and they can do the same. And I think that's quite nice, really, because it's like a social history. The vacuum cleaner, how it evolved from its early origins to where it is now. Not like this is now. This is 30 years ago, for heaven's sake. But you know what I mean. It's nice to see them in that timeline. But this one I've been really bad to. When I bought it off Richie, as I say, it was really discoloured. And it got thrown in the garage, and it was left there for years. And then I thought to myself, I really should dig this one out and have a good look at it and try and bring it back to its sort of original glory. Sort of. So I took it out of the garage, I stripped it down, and I kept the plastic parts, so the hood, the height control knob, bag door, the Hoover plate, and the back body, all of the bits which were supposed to be white, but which definitely were not white. And I thought, right, I'm going to retrobrite those at some point. And then, of course, over the years of the summers, absolutely terrible summers, not having the time to do it, quite nervous about the old style retrobrite process where you cover it in cream and then you wrap it in cling film and you leave it outside. It's just, oh God, because that has failed on me massively in the past, and I've ended up with like a marble effect on the cleaners. So I thought to myself, right, okay, I'm just going to try something. I'm just going to leave it out in the sun. So I did, and I left it outside for months. It was outside in all weathers for months and months and months, and I could never really see any change in the plastic. So I brought it back inside and I put it in my utility room on top of the cupboard in there, and it sat there again for months. And then it fell off the cupboard, and oh God, I can't believe it. It's so annoying. It fell off the cupboard. It was the hood, the bag door, and the rear body, and it really damaged it. It's all cracked here on the hood, it's cracked here, it's cracked here, it's cracked here. It's actually broken off some of the cooling vents here. So we've got a hole here now. If you look at the top of the bag door, you'll see that that's all smashed as well. And that was entirely my fault, because I didn't look after it, as he says, smashing it against the table. I didn't look after it well. And then, of course, I found this process where you can whiten these plastics, or not whiten, maybe lighten is a better way of saying it, using that Astonish powder from Poundland, and it works incredibly well. I just want to show you here, you've probably already seen it, but look, that lower cover plate there, look at that colour, that sort of, I mean, God, it's like it's been in a house with someone who smoked 20 cigarettes a day for 30 years. That is the colour this entire machine was. And I must admit, I kind of forgot the lower cover plate. When I lightened the rest of the body, I forgot this was in the box in the garage, so this didn't get done. But it's interesting though, because you can see what it was. And again, if I pull it down, look, if you see this patch here, that's where I had to put a bulldog clip with a weight on it. Well, it was a magnet actually, to hold the bag door down within the tub, within the plastic tub that had the Astonish solution in it. So it is genuinely, and I said it before, astonishing what that stuff can do. So like from this to this to this, and it's not really white. It may sort of look quite white on the camera because the sun is reflecting off it, but it's remarkable, frankly, how much better the cleaner is. But yeah, I didn't look after it particularly well, and I should have done, because this model is an incredibly rare Turbopower. The reason I say that is because I suppose if you look at it objectively, U2408 is not particularly rare because there were 4 incarnations of U2408. The original machine I've already featured on the channel. That's the baby blue Argos exclusive from 1988. And after that, it all gets a little bit confusing because this white machine, as I say, U2408, was also an Argos exclusive that replaced baby blue. I can't remember if it's 90 or 91. What year is this one? This is a 91. So yeah, it might have been in 1990, might have been early 91. The original exclusive, the original Argos exclusive was replaced with this model. Then there was another U2408 that was all black, and that one was a Littlewoods Index exclusive machine. And the fourth cleaner, the fourth 2408, and I've only ever seen one of these in pictures, was a Maroon machine. It was all maroon, quite a beautiful colour actually, really, really nice. Now I don't know what company that was made for. I suspect it was another exclusive for somebody else. Unlikely to be the electricity boards, certainly not Argos, because we would have a record of that because we have digital scans of the Argos catalogues. Unlikely to be Index, again because we can see what was in Littlewoods or Index, because we have the catalogue scans. But that machine is a complete mystery, and I think that's one of the rarest Turbopowers you could possibly imagine. I don't think there's a hope in hell of me ever having one of those in the collection, but I remain hopeful. I don't have the black version either, at least I don't think I do. I've got about 35 Turbopowers upstairs. I think I'd know if I did, because I have a general idea of what models I've got. But that black one does occasionally show up on eBay, so I've got a chance of finding that one. But yeah, really rare Turbopower. Really let down by me, but not looking too bad now. If you ignore the cracks and the broken bits, then yeah, certainly one to have and keep. And I just, again, I see this colour on the camera here. This, and it's like I think back to that's what it looked like. That was the colour of the entire machine, and it's just amazing. It is amazing how well it's come up. So I think that's enough waffling from me. Oh, and as well, would you believe it's still got the lower cord hook intact? Amazing, absolutely amazing. It's just, yeah, really, really quite something. It does run beautifully. The machine sounds fantastic. It's like a new one, and you guys know what Turbopower can be like. What is the wattage of this one? Now this is 440 watts, interestingly. I don't remember another machine that's 440. When they were, the originals were 410, then they went to 450. It was usually 450, wasn't it? Then they went to, was it 475, and then 600 and 650 for the late machines. Oh God, they're trying to use a late turbo power with a 650 watt motor in it. It's almost impossible because it just digs itself down to the floor and it just refuses to move. I'm amazed that there's any left because all the bodies would have snapped. But anyway, yeah, this is 440 watts, which is unusual. I'm going to have to go and check some more machines and see what wattages they've got. But anyway, that's enough waffling from me. I think we should probably take this into the lounge now, and we shall see it in action. Oh, for the neck. Okay, I'm not going to turn that. It's starting to fail. Look, it's actually starting to fail. Just to say, this particular machine suffers from the same problems as the 86 Mark II Autoflex, in so much as the plastic does become very, very brittle with age, which has sort of gone some way to it being in the smashed up state that you can see here. But yeah, I am not going to turn this. I'm going to do it manually.